got out of Ross. Every time I'm in there, it's like, you know, you go up to the register. This is just a common problem with this place. And they always ask you, like, do you want to use cash or a card? And then you tell them what you want. So I get up to the register and I'm like, how you doing? You know, usually, a lot of times it's non-responsive. I'm like, I'm going to use card. What? I'm going to use a card. Just a blank stare. And then I'm like, okay, I got to explain it. Well, you see, when I come in here, a lot of times people ask me about what I want to use, the card or cash. So I'm just telling you now, I'm going to use the card. Maybe I'm getting ahead of myself. And then she just starts laughing at me. It's like, all right. No, guys, we're totally all the fucking same. So, Andy Fletcher is dead. But it's okay, guys. He died of natural causes at 60. So if you can die at... I love it, like how they move the goalposts on this kind of shit. Like, 5-year-olds can have heart attacks due to climate change. And 60 is an acceptable age to die of natural causes. So, I mean, I don't know, I got 10 years left. Oh, well. And then, like, because what happens is when, you know, when you get to be as old as 60, your body just naturally starts to shut down, you know? It's totally natural. You just, like, everything just shuts down. And, you're old, right? You're old. I mean, Klaus Schwab at the World Economic Forum, he's beating the odds, right? All those guys are beating the odds because, you know, once you hit 60, it's like you're expected to drop dead because that's natural causes. So, I mean, all those guys in the government, all those guys with their hands on the controls, they're all beating the odds. You know, they're all beating the odds. God bless them, you know? They're beating the odds. Get us lady some money. I mean, that's what they expect us to believe now. That's what they well, they don't expect us to believe it. A lot of us won't. A lot of us will see that and just laugh, because what do? What can you do? It's a Cassandra situation. It's like we're just watching this all happen. Being gaslit the whole way. AstroTurf, fucking straw man, the whole fucking day. They have everything in the barn is out. Yeah, it's just the way it is. You know, winter vagina can give you blood clots. Those ads on those city buses saying children can have heart attacks too. This is a real thing. It's a real ad. You can find it online. It's one thing that it's scary that they're doing this thing, because they must know there's plenty of us that can see the ruse, especially in light of their failing technology. The scarier thing isn't that it's always the thing that's always scarier to me is the people around you. It's not the tyrannical that scare me. It's your friends and neighbors and local people around you that will impose that tyranny for them without question. And they don't even know why, a lot of times. Maybe to just go along, to get along, to avoid social shame. You know, all those sort of things that people can easily be controlled with. Yes, there is black magic. Yes, there is mind control. Yes, all that stuff is going on too. So I try not to be too hasty with people, but it just gets, man, does it get aggravating, you know? So, I mean, I just don't understand it. I mean, I understand it. That it's just horrifying, I guess. I was always a casual Depeche Mode fan. I think I said about Killing Joke like 2 months ago, and now I'm like, you know, now I'm in. I'm really in. But yeah, I came to them the way I think most Americans did. Violator, which was played on MTV. Enjoy the Silence over and over and over again. At the time, it just sounded like regular sort of gay bar music to me. It didn't really, it was cool, but it was just like your standard gay bar music. The guy with that voice, and the synths and stuff. Um, but by that point, by Violator, after, going back and discovering their music and investigating, uh, the Violator era stuff was a lot more, I guess, romantic. And romantic in a word, meaning not so much boy girl or boy or girl love type of thing. Just more like poetic or that kind of romantic, like, I don't know what the fuck I'm saying, but I think you understand. But yeah, Music for the Masses I think is my favorite. The one right before that. There's some great stuff on there, man. And no guitar. Which is standard, I guess, for a lot of pop punk, new wave, not pop punk, Jesus, post-punk, new wave, whatever the hell you call it, music. There's a goth kind of element to them as well. But, yeah, their earlier stuff, before Fletcher was in the band, they're the guy from Erasure, who went on to make super gay bar music. Like, Eraser's like, and there's nothing wrong with it, it's super duper gay bar music. I mean, you hear it and it's like, welcome to the Ramrod, gentlemen. No lips below the hips and have a great evening. It's like you hear it in your mind. The Ramrod was actually a place in Boston. It was a gay bar in Boston. It was a great place to score art. It was just a good place. It was a cool place. I didn't go in there, but I used to hang around outside because there was a club over there I used to go to too. But it was cool. I always liked that. Another place that was kind of like it, but it wasn't like an exclusively a gay bar, was Man Ray. That place was a trip. I played Man Ray in what did we play there? 2004. The thing that sucks about being active during the early part of the century is videos weren't a thing. Like, YouTube hadn't happened yet. And there were no video sort of music outlets to play videos. If you made one, you could put it on your website, but they were very expensive and no one cared. And by the same token, it was the same way with filming gigs. Occasionally someone would film one, we'd just look at it, and that was it. There was nowhere to put this stuff. So unfortunately, like, our whole thing wasn't documented in video. There's a lot of, music out there, but we were active in that period where there was no need to visually capture anything. But yeah, Man Ray, we did that, I think 2004. It was like a alternative kind of goth type club. You'd go there and there'd be like dudes in the line on stilts. Actually, we had a friend that would do that. He was a fire eater. I remember we went to a party at his house after. I remember driving over there in the van with the band called the Paybacks, who were a couple of the members were getting busy together in the van on the way. Kind of weird, all these different things that pop in your head. But anyway, we went to that party in the guy's house, the fire breathing, stilt walking guy's house. It was like a haunted house. He had it set up like a haunted house, and he had like all different snakes and spiders. In fact, when the Paybacks did an interview in Rolling Stone, they mentioned that party. It was crazy. My bass player Nikki was about to breathe fire, and he was showing her how to breathe fire. And all I could think of is, she's gonna fuck this up, and we'll have to get a new bass player. So I had to stop her from doing it. I mean, yeah, it's not the only reason. I mean, I didn't want to get hurt, but that was very much secondary. So yeah, natural causes. Whatever. You know, what are you gonna do? You just gotta laugh at this point. I laugh every day. Laughing is the highest vibrational activity your body can engage in. The devil and evil, by extension, hates being laughed at, hates being memed on, hates being made fun of. It's a pretty girl. Yeah, it's always goof on them because they hate that. They want to be taken super fucking serial. Evil is always trying to be taken super fucking serially. So I always remember to laugh at them, meme on them. You can't beat them. I mean, but that's not the point. The point isn't to beat them. You don't have a chance doing that. You can win your little battles. I mean, for sure. But keep laughing. Don't blame the teacher. Blame the school.